And good morning and welcome to another edition of the Saturday Sports Show. My name is Ralph Williams, along with my co-host Pensman Sports and Brian Pettit. Leo Haggerty's off today. I'm sure if you remember when you watched the show last week that Leo's colleague from Amped Up Sports passed away, and he's at the funeral this weekend. So I want to send my condolences out to the family of that gentleman who passed away last weekend. I also, real quick here, and we don't talk politics or anything on this program, but I want to send our prayers out to the American military who's carrying out an operation today for our country against Iran, and also along with Israel. And hope our military people are safe. And I just want to send that out today as well. Today we have a special guest joining us today by phone, Ray Fittipaldo, who was at the NFL Combine. He's going to tell us about what the Steelers are up to, what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, and several other topics involving the Steelers as well. Real quick, we'll go around here, Pensman, and then we'll get to Ray real quick so we can get started with our show. Pensman, good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm good, and later on I have breaking news. If you guys didn't see my short, I have some interesting news to tell everybody. So back to you.
All right, and Brian Pettit below me here from Tiger Stripes Media. How are you, Brian? Good morning.
Good morning. It's already been a busy morning already. I've already taken some stuff off to the dump, and it's been woke up a little early and said, well, I might as well just go dump the truck. So that's what I did this morning. So it's going to be a full day of cleaning up the house all day today. So, yeah.
Yeah, getting ready for spring cleaning. Spring is here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. My ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Saturday Sports Show. And, what do you want to talk about? Let me talk to you. All right, this morning, we're going to talk a little bit with Ray Fittipaldo. He covers the Pittsburgh Steelers for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette by way of the phone here. Ray, welcome to the program. Good morning. How are you?
Well, good morning, Ralph. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome, Ray. Ray, you completed your time this week at the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the Steelers and what their plans are. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, listen, just in terms of the prospects who are out there, they're really focused on, the perimeter, receivers, cornerbacks, safeties. They're also looking at some offensive and defensive linemen. But as you guys know, they addressed their offensive and defensive lines in the past few drafts, and they're really, really light on quality receivers right now. They got to upgrade there. They got to upgrade in their secondary there too. So that's how they spent a lot of their time this past week. And then we'll see. We're 6-7 weeks away from the draft, so it's going to be here before you know it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, Pensman, any questions for Ray Fittipaldo? Go ahead.
Is Jalen Ramsey going to be a free agent? Is he going to be traded or what? Because I know there's a lot of AI stuff out there. I don't know. I just want to know your opinion about Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think he's going to come back. I just mentioned that they're a little bit light in the secondary. He's a good player. Now, listen, it's a big ticket. I think his cap hit is around $19.5 million, something along those lines. So he is not cheap. I think that's why there's been some speculation about his future. But, I think he'll be back. But I think the question is, will it be at safety? Will it be at slot corner? I think we can all agree his days as a shutdown outside corner are probably over. So I think it's just up to Mike McCarthy and the new staff to decide where he plays exactly.
All right, Brian Pettit, any questions for Ray Fittipaldo?
Yeah. Hey, Ray, I got a question for you. And what has been the most exciting thing that's been in at the Combine and the surprising the surprising player that you've seen actually for the whole entire week?
Well, I'll give you a couple. The Ohio State off-ball linebacker, Sonny Styles, tremendous testing. 40. I think his vertical was 43.5, which, for somebody who's 240 plus, weight-wise is just phenomenal. So he's one guy who really stood out testing. And then this Oregon safety, Dylan Thieneman, ran a 4.37. I'm telling you guys, watched a little bit of tape on him before the combine. All the talk at the combine is about Caleb Downs out of Ohio State, the number one safety in the draft. And he's really, really good. I'm telling you, watch out for Thieneman. He's going to be a guy who I think gets drafted sooner than a lot of people think.
All right, Ray, let me ask you this question. And here's the $1 million question here. What's going on with Aaron Rodgers? Are the Steelers going to bring him back? Is the plan to bring him back, or what's his plans? Do you know or have heard anything?
Yeah, well, they would like him back. Right now, they're just waiting on his decision. I think, the deadline, so to speak, if there is one, is mid-March. I think free agency begins March 11th. So I think they want to know what's going on by then. So there's still a couple more weeks to go. But, Aaron enjoyed his time here. The Steelers enjoyed having Aaron as their quarterback. As you guys all know, there's a long history there with Mike McCarthy. So I think Aaron would be comfortable coming back and playing for a different coach. So it's totally up to Aaron. The ball is in his court, but it's looking like he's going to be back if he wants to be back.
All right, go ahead, Pensman.
Yeah, are we gonna wait for him to get out of the dark room or what?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a darkness retreat or what, but he's a very private person, and the Steelers are very respectful, giving him his time, letting him make this decision. They understand. He's 42, 43 years old. If he does play one more year, this is probably going to be it. It's a big decision, and they want to give him as much time as he needs to make that decision.
All right,
No.
I want to thank Steven. I want to thank. Let's see who else we have here, Pensman. Good. I'm having some.
I was only joking about the dark room because we know about Aaron Rodgers' history. But I got a real question. Do you think that with our 12 draft picks, do you think we have a potential chance of moving up the top 10 or 5 to get what we really need?
I don't think they're going to move up. I think they're going to try to trade some of those picks, and I think they want to trade back into next year's draft. Next year's draft is really good. It is stocked with better quarterbacks.
Right.
So I think you will see them try to do that. I'm not discounting, trading up. I do think if the right player is available and they really want somebody, they can try to do that. But I don't think it's going to be into the top 5 or the top 10 or anything like that. I think they will be cautious. The only reason you would move up into the top 5 or the top 10 is to get a quarterback. And, after Mendoza, there's really not another quarterback who would be worth that kind of draft capital.
All right, Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Ray, did you actually watch the quarterbacks? Are they going this weekend? I just want to know real quick. Did you watch the quarterbacks at any?
No, I left on Friday, and I think they're either working out today or tomorrow. So that'll be
okay. All right.
NFL Network. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they were working out. I didn't know if you were watching them or not. No, I got a question for you. Has the defensive ends look like they got faster this year? Because I heard some talk that they've gotten the defense have gotten a lot faster running their 40s than the previous years.
Yeah, certainly it's bigger, faster, stronger every single year. These edge rushers who are coming out, it's not uncommon to see them run, 4.5. Even these defensive ends can put them up and put them down. Those guys are running 4.7s, 4.8 sometimes. So these guys are super athletic. They're great athletes. And those are the guys who get drafted in the first round, right? Those guys who are bigger, faster, and stronger than everyone else. And, that's the way it goes. As they get, more technology and they learn how to lift and do their mobility, they get stronger each and every year.
All right, we got some folks in the comments section. Thank you for your comments, Stephen from the South Side, and I think we got a guy, Frank here, says, "How are you?" Very good, thank you, Frank. And then we also got a few other guys here as well on part of the comments section. I want to thank everybody for their comments this morning here on the Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. We're on our social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook. We're on the Twitter X and Kick Network, and we are also going to be broadcasting later on iHeartRadio and Spotify as well. So I just want to let everyone know as well. And also, I have some announcements for you later on coming up. Pensman has something special he wants to talk about. And right now, we have by phone from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, Ray Fittipaldo. And Ray covers the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was just at the Combine this week. And he's going to we'll have Ray here for another few more minutes, and then we're going to get into the show. Today, we're talking about free agent running backs available for 2026, running backs available in the draft as well for this year's 2026 draft. We'll be going by position next week, wide receivers. So everyone that wants to know about any wide receivers or anything like that, we'll get wide receivers available in the draft. Ray, what's the story here? Are the Steelers planning on unloading like a Highsmith or anybody like that? I know Nick Herbig wants to play full-time. What's the word on that?
Well, I don't think they're going to trade Highsmith or Watt. I understand why there's speculation around that. If they are going to deal somebody, I think it would be Herbig. This is a very deep draft for edge rushers. It's a really good draft. So if you did want to make that move and maybe get, a third round pick and return, something like that, you could turn around and draft another edge rusher. But Nick Herbig is so good. He's been such a big part of this defense. They might be willing to just let him play out the final year of his contract and then let him hit free agency next year at this time. I know that wouldn't be, a popular thing. People
right.
want to, they want to get some compensation for him while he's a hot commodity. But he's such a good player, guys. I wouldn't mind seeing him back for the 2026 season.
Okay, I have one more question for you, and then I'll have Pensman and Brian ask their final questions, and then we'll let you go. This week, the NFLPA, the Players Association, released their survey. Steelers rated poor in just about every category, including field, facilities, so supposedly not taking care of players' families, that kind of thing. Ray, what's the Rooney's looking at? What's Art II looking at doing to fix this?
Well, they are going to build a new practice facility in the next few years. Their lease down on the south side is up in 2029. So they will have a new facility. In the meantime, they're going to try to make some upgrades at the old one, but they won't be in there very much longer. Listen, the Acrisure stuff, the field surface, they've been trying to fix that year after year after year. They got the best people trying to do it. It's just hard. There are not many other NFL teams who have a college team playing on that surface and high school teams. That's unique to Pittsburgh, and I think that's why you see such a poor surface. So I don't know that that's going to change anytime soon. The easiest thing would be changing the artificial turf, but the players complain about that with knee injuries and stuff like that too. So I'm not exactly sure what the solution is for the surface. They're just going to have to get used to playing on that bad surface as long as they share that field with Pitt.
Okay, Pensman, final question. Go ahead.
Since you're at the Combine, I don't know if you saw this or not, since you didn't see the quarterbacks, but did you see any if you did you see any running backs that could possibly come to the Steelers, like a Derrick Henry or a Christian McCaffrey? Did you see any type like that, or do you think we need to upgrade the running back situation with Jaylen Warren since Najee Smith went to the LA Chargers?
Yeah, listen, the only way the Steelers would draft a running back is if Kenneth Gainwell moves on in free agency, and that'll be a big thing to watch here in another couple weeks. Now, if Gainwell leaves, they could draft a guy middle round, third, fourth, fifth round. I don't think they're going to use a first or a second round pick on a running back. So Jalen Warren is the starter. He is under contract. And don't forget, they drafted Caleb Johnson last year in the third round.
Yeah, they
Right.
did.
Want to see what they have there too. So, running back is a possibility, but not really a strong possibility early on in the draft. Probably more mid to late rounds.
All right, Brian Pettit, go ahead.
Hey Ray, I know that you do media stuff for everybody, but who have you actually met this week that's actually impressed you from the players? You know, I know we talked about it, but like I'm talking about like talking to them and everything that's really like open your eyes and stuff.
You mean the players we talked to?
Yeah. Like who's impressed you as much about talking? You know, I know that there are adjustments and everything, but you know, I just want to see.
Yeah, my favorite player this week was Lee Hunter from Texas Tech. You guys know about NIL money, right? How much these guys
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
This Lee Hunter made so much money. He didn't tell us how much, but he bought his mom a house, and he bought his brother 2 18-wheeler tractor trailers for his trucking business. So
Wow.
I like to hear stories like that, guys who want to take care of their families. I think that's an important part of the evaluation process. You know, you want to know what these guys do when they have money.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got that right.
Yeah, you didn't know that before NIL, but it's really interesting. And I thought that was a good story. You know, taking care of his family like that. I really enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's a fascinating story.
Yeah,
Because they always talk about drugs and booze and whatever. Yeah. That's always good. It's always good to hear from stuff about the families out. That's
the
awesome.
one Sanders kid that's bankrupt. So
Yeah.
I mean, so you don't usually hear too many of those stories. Ray, thanks for being part of the program today. Appreciate it and bringing us up to speed on some things. We'll have you on in the future on some of my other shows here. Thanks, Ray.
All right, guys, you enjoy the weekend. We'll
All
see you.
right, thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Ray Fittipaldo from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette here to talk with us today about the Pittsburgh Steelers, what their plans are for the combine. The only reason I got Ray on today was because I couldn't get Ray on any other time. I wanted to have him on Tuesday, but he said he had schedule conflict, and then I was trying to get him on this past week, and he had a schedule. He was still at the combine or something and couldn't be on, so I had to bring him on this morning in order to get any insight from him. Pensman, go ahead. What were your thoughts on what Ray had to say? Go ahead.
It was all fascinating. Like he was actually at the combine, so he knows what he's talking about, and it's Steelers have a lot of needs. So it was good to hear what in his perspective to see what the Steelers' needs are, and he broke down every position that the Steelers need to get over this 10-7 one and done playoff run. So we'll see if it builds to the future, and we'll see. I'm looking forward. I'm covering the Steelers as I do every year on my YouTube channel. So I'm pretty sure you guys will be part of it as well. But
yeah, we're going to be.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
We're doing extensive draft coverage this year. And I got to tell you, RW Media Productions, in cooperation with some other entities here, we're going to be doing some big time draft stuff this year. We will be on for the first round of the draft, the Thursday of the draft. We will be here on our social media platforms. We will go over every pick in the first round, including the Steelers pick, and then the Friday rounds 2 and 3, and then Saturday 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to be right here with every single pick in the draft. We will evaluate. We're going to go over each position each week here on the Saturday sports show. What we're going to do is like last week, we went over quarterbacks. This week, we're doing running backs. Next week, wide receivers, offensive line, tight ends, special teams. We're going to get into each position, break it down as to what's available and everything else. And also, we're going to do the free agents. Running backs we're focusing on this week. We're going to do free agent running backs and free agent running backs available in the draft. So it's going to be very interesting leading up to the draft. We're going to start breaking that all down. Coming up this year, spring training or the training camps are starting for the UFL. We're going to be doing a UFL weekly show on Sundays. So we got a lot going on here, RW Media Productions. Also, we're in cooperation with the Sports Nuts Network. We're going to be doing some stuff with them as well. But this show on Saturdays will be on RW Media Productions and all of our social media platforms as well. Tiger Stripes Media, Pensman Sports for the Saturday sports show. Tuesday Sports Corner show will be on the Sports Nuts Network. We're also going to be live on we're going to be live on KFC Radio 95.5 in Texas, and that is as well on Tuesdays. All right, Tuesday afternoon, 4 to 5 p.m. Sports Corner show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, and this week I'm working on getting a guest on to talk about Atlanta Falcons football and Kevin Stefanski. I'm bringing on guys about these new coaches. I'm going to try to get somebody on from each team, talk about the new NFL coaches and how it's going to affect their team and everything else. Okay, guys. Pensman, let's get started with you. You have something special you want to share with us this morning. Go ahead.
Yes, last night I don't talk NBA very often, but
No, neither do I. I don't even follow NBA. I haven't followed NBA since Michael Jordan. So go ahead.
But NBA, I don't follow it. I don't cover it. But I woke up this morning. I had to break it, and I already did a short on it, but I'm gonna bring it out again. And the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets played last night, and the Boston Celtics got 81 field goal percentage. That was the highest field goal percentage since the shot clock era started. Have you ever seen a team do that or get close to that?
No, not at all. Not at all. Actually, you know what? That's a feel-good story there too, Pensman, because, you know, you don't hear too much things like that about the NBA these days. You know what I mean?
It's all individual.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Right.
LeBron did this, and
right. Exactly.
Kemba Walker did this. It's not a team.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
No, not anymore.
Boston Celtics did it. A team did it. So.
Yeah, I remember the old Celtics Sixers game. In fact, speaking of that, Sunday, NBC, Sunday night NBA basketball, Celtics versus the Sixers. I remember those old games back in the day. So, you know, but that rivalry gets renewed on Sunday. Okay, guys, let's get started. Free agent running backs available in the NFL for any team that needs a running back. So let's get started. Let's start off first with Breece Hall. Brian, start with you. Breece Hall, New York Jets. Go ahead.
New York Jets. I think he'll go somewhere. You know, I don't know. I mean, it depends on what a running back needs. Y'all talk about, you know, a running back at Pittsburgh and some of the other ones, but you got to look at the money too. Where's the salary cap going to have to fit in? You know, some of these trade values and stuff are in the millions. So you just got to look at your cap. If I was doing a running back, you would have to look at the cap and, you know, where you could put him. But he could sign, you know, he can sign a multi-million-dollar deal. But I just think that, you know, right now we just don't know what some of these players are going to do as running backs, you know?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this right now, Brian and Pensman. Running backs right now are an afterthought in the NFL. They don't get paid enough. They're like the redheaded stepchild of the NFL. They don't get paid enough. And their lifespan is about 6 years, 6 to 8 years. That's their lifespan now. Before, back in the day, the Franco Harrises, the Rocky Blyers, the John Riggins, and all those folks back in the day, they used to play 12, 14, 15. Yeah, Emmitt Smith. Yeah, exactly. And but not anymore because they don't get paid enough for that lifespan. You know, and not only that, it's just you know, the brutality of the game. Look at Christian McCaffrey. Every year he's hurt. Every year he's got a problem. You know what I mean? I mean, you know.
I think McCaffrey had actually a good season this year.
Yeah, he did. He had a better season than what he's had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yes. All right, Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts, Breece Hall.
Breece Hall is still effective. If you watch the Jets, I know I'm saying this. The Jets are the Jets, but Breece Hall had some explosive runs. He gets by the secondary, and if he gets by the secondary, he still has that explosiveness. So any team that will get him, he will get at least close to 1,000-yard rush season. So I'd love to have him. I've wanted him for a while, but we'll see. Whatever team he goes to, they have him going to Dallas, but Dallas already picked up Williams. So I don't see him going to Dallas anymore.
No, he won't go to Dallas. Dallas is going to lose that other running back. I think McCarthy might bring him to Pittsburgh if Gainwell don't resign.
That's what I'm saying. He already signed. He already signed with him a couple days ago.
Yeah, well, Williams did, but I'm not talking about Williams. There's another one that's a free agent there, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's about to become a free agent.
I thought you were talking about Williams, but yeah, Williams.
No, Williams did sign. I know that. Yeah. All right, let's go. Breece Hall. Here's the skinny on him real quick before we move on to our next name. He is an elite receiving and rushing threat. That's the skinny on him. Next, Kenneth Walker III just won a Super Bowl with Seattle. Doesn't get the respect he deserves. So we'll start with you, Pensman. Go ahead. Kenneth Walker III.
I like this guy a lot. He came from Michigan State. I'm a Michigan fan, but Michigan State he played for, but he was explosive for Michigan State. He had a couple. He had to get his feet going early in his career, but he finally got his going. Kenneth Walker is so explosive. You saw that. He's got a good knowledge. He's got a good head on his shoulders, but if he doesn't stay with Seattle, everybody it's gonna be like Christmas morning. Your guys are gonna get.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Clint Kubiak might try to recruit him with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, that might happen because I think he might go with Clint Kubiak being familiar with the offense, and and Clint Kubiak having he knows about Kenneth Walker III. All right, Brian, go ahead.
I like Kenneth Walker. I wish, at some teams that need a running back, I would pick him over anybody else right now because when he breaks out, he's gone. When he breaks off of that defensive line or whatever, and he'll make – and what I noticed is actually watching him, he actually stands there and looks at the field the whole entire time like he did in the Super Bowl. When he goes to the line, he just stops and he looks and he goes, I mean, last season he had over 1,000 yards and, so he only had attempts was 221 and he rushed for 1,000 yards.
Yeah. He didn't have to do all the work too, Brian,
exactly.
So he complimented the offense well, didn't have to do all the work, and Sam Darnold actually had a better year because of Kenneth Walker, so.
Well, I had him. I'll tell you this too. When he started in 2022, I actually had him on my fantasy team, and he actually did pretty good on the fantasy team, and he actually won when I had him on the fantasy team, and he was my MVP player of the whatever it was, the fantasy thing.
Football.
Yeah. But I like him. I wish if he stays there, he'd be a dominating force. And what I talked to a Seattle fan yesterday, doing deliveries of doing stuff with work, they would want him back. He's a force to be reckoned with, and Seattle's going to be back there next year. So
they could be. You never know. That's a tough division. It really is. And now you got. Yes, go ahead.
We forgot to mention that. Well, I don't know how it is with your eyes, and Brian, I don't know how it is with your eyes, but to me, when I watch Kenneth Walker, it reminds me of a non-money hungry Le'Veon Bell back in his early career.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Super Bowl. I saw it in the Super Bowl, man. He can run.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the playoff game against the Rams.
He just waits and he's like, oh, there's a hole. Bam.
Exactly. Same style. Absolutely. Same running style. Same university. And get this too. He beat out Connor Hayward. I want to let everyone know that. He beat out Connor Hayward. Yes. So, all right, next, Travis Adente Jr. or Donnie, or I can never pronounce this guy's name. Brian's better at that than I am. Go ahead. Clemson draft. He got drafted by Clemson, had a bad year or two with injuries, but now he's picking it up. Go ahead.
Who is he again? I forget.
Travis Adente the Jr.
I don't know who he is.
Who he is, a running back from Clemson.
Oh, you talking about ETN? You talking about ETN?
Whatever the hell his name is. Yeah,
Travis ETN. Yeah. Okay.
That's him. Yeah, him.
Okay, because y'all were confused. I'm like, who?
Yeah, that's why I gave you first dibs on this one because it's from Clemson. So
okay, Travis Etienne. I hope he stays with Jacksonville. because
That would be great.
I mean, his value, his market value right now, as I'm looking it up, is $6 million. So, yeah, it's $6 million on just him, and some of his stuff that, I mean, his career earnings $19 million is kind of impressing. But this guy is still young, but you know, with all this running backs and everything else, I would try to keep him, and just to see what he had. I mean, this year he had over 1,000 yards.
Right.
2024 he had 500 when he got hurt. 2023 he's over 1,000 yards, and in 2022 he was over 1,000 yards. So you kind of look at that and go, yeah, he's just above the 1,000-yard mark.
The 1,000-yard mark, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's your 1,000-yard mark, and he can carry the load too. And he's
absolutely
good. And
he complements the offense Liam Cohen has there. So I mean, with Trevor Lawrence and with Travis Hunter, all three of them guys. That should be
it's the three-headed monster.
Three-headed monster, exactly.
And you can actually put ETN in the back, not the backfield, but you could actually put him on special teams, and he could do crazy things back there because he's got explosive speed there, as everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Also, we have all right, go ahead, Pensman. Your thoughts on Travis DNT?
I don't know much about him, but what Brian just said about special teams, the Steelers can get him and just get him as a kick returner, because our kick return team for the Steelers has been a complete joke.
Oh yeah, our special teams has been terrible, and you know what? If I'm the Steelers right now, this is the bargain pick, or get him as an undrafted free agent, Desmond Reed from Pitt. But only use him as a kick returner and a punt returner. Don't use him for anything else. All right, because he's not a durable running back. He gets hurt a lot. But if you put him in a position to where he can do that, and maybe play some other kind of gadget play or something, I don't know. You know what I mean? But Desmond Reed from Pitt would be a good. If you're going in that direction, Yeah,
if we don't get him, we can get him as a kick returner.
As a kick returner, yes, absolutely. And then plus he can complement the offense as well.
We don't have to worry about the ball hitting his helmet and then get points for the other team as well.
I remember that. Man.
By the way, I remember that play because I know that y'all were mad about it. Or I was watching that game.
You're with me. We were covering that game, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, the skinny on Travis is he's a dynamic playmaker. So there you go. All right. Javonte Williams, Dallas, just re-signed, so he's no longer on the market. We won't talk about him, but he's a physical.
Good job, Jerry. Good job, Jerry.
Yeah, and George Pickens has been tagged as a franchise tag. So
yeah,
Jerry's spending money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Next, Rachaad White, Tampa Bay, effective pass catching back. Start with you, Pensman. Rachaad White, Tampa Bay.
Perfect screenplay would be
catch. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, this guy would be amazing for any team. You just got to figure out what your playbook is. If this guy fits your system, you go out and grab him. If like Ralph said, a great screenplay. It'd be perfect. He'll get an easy first down. He'll know how to juke and break tackles. So anybody that'll get him.
Their offensive coordinator for this season for Tampa is Zach Robinson, formerly of the Atlanta Falcons. He also was a pass game coordinator or worked under Sean McVay down in L.A. So I want to so Zach Robinson is their new offensive coordinator this year.
I didn't see anything fascinating out of him when I watched Atlanta Falcons games. But like you said, another
change of atmosphere, a whole different ball game here.
We'll see how he does.
Not under Raheem Morris.
We'll see what he does in warmer weather and outside. So we'll see if he acts normal or not.
Acts normal, yeah. Brian, go ahead.
another explosive running back here, but he's really cheap. As a market value, he's really cheap. Yeah, he's not even over $1 million, or not even over the minimum. You can get him, and he would do wonders if you get him in the right system. But as I always say, you got to have the right line, the offensive line. You got to protect the quarterback, and you got to protect the running back too.
Well, I will say one thing about Mike McCarthy with the Steelers, Brian, is the fact that we're going to see a lot more offensive explosion this year. I believe. I mean, there's going to be a lot more talent. I'm told he's going to have a lot of say involved in this, and he also has a bigger coaching staff, which means you won't see him looking at the scoreboard all the time like Mike Tomlin did. And, so guys will have guys up in the booth, and he's got all these coordinators and the assistant to the assistant in the movie theater. But you know what? It works. I mean, if that's what works for you, that's what works. So,
how much time left?
Yeah.
Are we done yet?
How much time left? Oh, I threw the red flag and forgot what it was. Oh my gosh! At least when he throws the red flag, we can win one or something. So there you go.
Mike, you threw the red flag. Are you challenging? Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah,
I thought you stopped the game.
All right. Okay, Atlanta, Tyler Algier. Strong, reliable back, poised for a larger role. Start with you, Brian. Go ahead. Tyler Algier, Atlanta.
I like him. He's very explosive. You can put him at running back. You can put him out there on the slot. You can put him anywhere. And he's really, he's expensive though for the money market. He's over $5 million if you get him. But no, you can put him at any position as long as he just doesn't. He's explosive when you get him outside. Outside the line of the offense. In a couple of games that I watched, he's very explosive. So any team can get it. Some of these guys can actually run a good 4.4. And 40.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when they break loose, they're gone.
When they get out in space, look out.
He's good. There's a couple times where I thought he's going to be tackled. They couldn't even catch him from the backside.
Oh, I know. All right, Pensman, go ahead. Tyler Algier.
This guy is going to be like a car. This guy is going to be like, if you pay what you get for him. If you have the money, if you have the cap space and that doesn't hurt, he reminds me of another Derrick Henry. Could be. I don't know. We'll see, but we'll see how the offensive line protects him. But he's got the bells and whistles, so we'll see how he does with Atlanta. So
yep, there you go. All right, next, a familiar name, Kenneth Gainwell, Pittsburgh Steelers. So let's solid receiving threat. All right, so all right, Pensman, go ahead. I hear that.
Yeah. Kenneth Gainwell is don't get me wrong, he's decent, but he has his moments where it's like a brain fart where he just doesn't remember the play or what, but he he
doesn't remember the play like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how. I can't give him all the credit, but some plays is good, some plays I'm like, why? If you guys watch my shows, I'm like, why'd you do that? But Kenneth Gainwell is still decent, but just be careful if you get him. It's just this is my opinion. I wouldn't spend that much money for him. Like, just he's like in his 30s now, so I don't know.
All right, Johnny West checking in on the comments section, but we're not going to put it up. So there you go, Johnny West. So, all right, go ahead, Brian.
I'm like you, Pensman. When I saw him, I was like, he's got a lot of problems.
It does.
That's why the Eagles got rid of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he fell behind Barkley anyway, so it wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
he's a good pickup, but not as the greatest that we just talked about the last four. So he's got a lot of work to be done, and his feet work too. When he hits the hole, he doesn't hit it like explosive. He just kind of dolly doos is what you want to talk about.
Or dances around.
He just dances around. he's different from Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker will actually stop and look. This guy doesn't. So, and the turnovers too. There's a couple games where I think he turned it over.
Yeah, he did.
With,
but he had a solid season. I'm not saying a good season. He had a
but
solid.
But if you're going to be in the top, but if you're going to be in the top tier of running backs, you need to be better than what showing out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ralph, before we go to the next one, I forgot to mention one thing about Al Geyer going to Atlanta. If he's going to have problems because Robinson's the number one running back there. If he's gonna be a factor, he's got to wait his turn. Maybe he'll be like a third down guy or something. But
He might be real good. Compliment Jalen Warren if Gainwell decides to walk and the Steelers decide they're not going to give him the money he will be asking for.
Yeah, I just want to let everybody know that B.J. Robinson's still going to be the number one running back, but Al Geyer will probably be the third down or whatever.
Johnny says Kenneth Walker, the linebacker stalker. All right, there you go. All right, let's go. Let's move on here. Jerome Ford. We've seen a lot of him, Pensman, with Cleveland. He's eaten the Steelers up alive a few times.
Yeah.
Versatile depth option. Brian, go ahead.
I don't know much about him.
Yeah,
that's because you're not AFC North fan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. Yeah, there you go. All right. Go ahead, Pensman.
Ford, like Browse said, he made Steelers miss tackles, lose them. We saw a lot of Nick Chubb too when he was with Cleveland, but Nick Chubb kind of went off the radar. But this guy, if
he's done pretty solid for Houston. Yeah. I mean, when he's healthy. I mean,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He sort of went off the radar.
Well, oh yeah, sort of, but he's not on the radar like he was in Cleveland. I mean,
everybody knew about him, even how much leg press he did.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But Ford's a really solid back though. Like any team, if he doesn't stay in Cleveland, then you're gonna get a prize. Let's put it that.
Well, Cleveland's not going to be paying this year. They got a new stadium coming. Lou Marconi joined me on Tuesday. Joined Smoke and Jim and I. He covers the Cleveland Browns, and he also has his own podcast. He said that it has been approved, and the Cleveland Browns are building a dome facility outside of Cleveland. It will not be in downtown Cleveland. No more Mistake at the Lake. You can't call it that anymore. And Lou also brought to the attention the fact, typical Cleveland, they just up and put this stadium up in 1999 so they could get back into the fold, and nothing fancy. It's kind of like Acrisure Stadium, nothing fancy. Steelers,
what Ralph's really trying to tell you is First Energy Stadium is going to be destroyed and then end up going to be into like a development.
Yeah, it's going to be a development. Hey, you know what, Clemson? They could do like Pittsburgh and put a jail there.
There you go.
Like Pittsburgh did. They put the jail right along the river there.
Jeez.
My God.
Deshaun Watson knows where it is. They'll be the first inmate.
Yeah. Yeah. Lou also indicated to
Brian's over there shaking his head.
Yeah. Check out the show on my social media platform on YouTube and also in the Sports Nuts Network. Check it out. We had I had Lou Marconi on, and Lou said that about in regards to Cleveland and what's going on and everything going on there. All right, Rico Dowda or Dowdy or Daudo or whatever. He's from Carolina. Solid contributor. Brian, go ahead. Solid contributor.
I like him, and I don't know. I mean, he's getting up there in the age.
Dave Canellis is a head coach. Dave Canellis is good, a good offensive mind, a quarterback guru too. So,
I think he could be good. I mean, he's getting up there in the age though. He's 28 years old, right. And like you said, I mean, he's only got a few more years.
Yeah.
But you got to have cap money, to get him. His value market is at $6 million right now.
Right.
So you gotta have money, but
we don't know what Carolina has, for their cap expenditures for this.
Well,
so
their cap, their
are they in the
cap-
hole? Brian, go ahead. You're better at that than I am. Go ahead. Are they in the
What?
hole?
Well, let me go back to it real quick,
Go
and
ahead.
I'll give it to you. Let me give 1 second.
All
Okay,
right,
their cap space, or their. Okay, I got it almost. I can't do it with one hand here. One hand, I'm tied.
Right.
Go ahead with Pensman, and I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah. I was just going to do that. Go ahead, Pensman. Your thought, Rico Dowdle.
First of all, we don't trust Carolina because Carolina tied. They won their division and they did what they
Went to the
did.
playoffs.
Yeah, they went to the playoffs, but they had a horrible record and
8-9.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't trust Carolina. I don't know. But McCaffrey came from Carolina, went to San Francisco, and then he turned his career around. So I guess with his age, I think he could still be a big contributor, but we'll see.
It depends on how you get into Canellis' offense for this year. We don't.
Right.
For me, what is it? Simplicity is key. I mean, if he knows the offense there, you might want to stay for that purpose and not want to learn another playbook or something.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying with the money and the age, that scares me.
Yeah, that would do that to me too. Go ahead, Brian. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Their dead cap is 14 million right now, sitting at 14. But their total cap right now is 305 million. And the top 50, they're actually.
Or is that their total cap?
That's their total cap. That's their total cap. So they're fine there. In their top 51 cap space is like 7 million. So, but their dead cap is only 14 million. All
right, guys, I'm going to go through these names real quick because we're going to move on to the running backs in the draft. J.K. Dobbins, I think we pretty much, the three of us know about him. He's been around with the Ravens, injury prone, talented but injury prone, as it says here, and that's been his career. I think
he's got a lot of knee injuries. He's got a lot of knee issues.
Yeah, he does. Brian Robinson Jr. Here we go. Brian, San Francisco 49ers, physical runner. I guess he's the guy that compliments McCaffrey down there. Is that correct?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
And he's a good runner. He's not. I mean, he could do good as a backup running back, but he's not one of those running backs
he's not adorable. Yeah,
he's not. Yeah, so he does good, but I don't think he does much of anything. He's just there as a backup. But
All right, next, Zamir White, Las Vegas, young option with a starting experience. Guys, anything about him real quick here before we move on to the last name? No? All right.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about him anyway, so it doesn't matter anyhow. Austin Eckler, Washington, veteran pass catcher. Well, you know what? If that's all he can do, I don't know. You know what I mean? Austin. That's all it says. It doesn't say he's adorable running back or anything.
Yeah, no, I thought you were going to say Austin Theory.
No, Austin Eckler is his name.
Eckler. I'll tell you this: a little bit of story. I think he's actually good. Ralph Eckler is. Right. I mean, he did. He played for the Rams, didn't he? A couple of years ago.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He did good there because you had him and you had, if you not believe, I mean, he was good there. So but he caught a lot of balls in the backfield too. So
a running back is just as good as the offensive line. The offensive line, that's what happened with the Rams. The Rams didn't have a good offensive line at that time. They improved, but the offensive line needs to be good for him. He's getting up there in age as well.
Okay, I'm going to go with the top 12 running backs based on NFL Buzz for the draft. Now, I have a sleeper running back that I will bring to you because Smoking Jim Frazier, my co-host on Sports Corner Show on Tuesdays, is a 40-year scout. He's a freelance NFL scout, so he knows some what they call flash in the pan, or some guys who, unexpectedly could be picked up. And And one of them is this guy right here, Mike Washington from the Arkansas Razorbacks. And Arkansas has always ran the football, except for when Bobby Petrino was there. He tried to do this little pass-happy stuff. But Arkansas, they've always been a power running team most of the time. But except for when Bobby Petrino was there. And Petrino now will be working with Bill Belichick up in North Carolina. Another one that lies to everybody. Told everybody he was done. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to coach anymore. I'm done. Frank Reich said the same thing, and he's back in coaching again too. So, I don't believe half of what some of these people say anymore. So, All right, let's get started. Let's go with number 12, Le'Veon Moss, Texas A&M. If you play for Mike, if you play for Mike Elko there, you're a bruiser because Mike Elko likes to run the football down at Texas A&M. I like this kid. He runs a 4.42, 210, 5'11", perfect size for a running back. Pensman, go. Start with you.
We'll see what happens. I don't know who needs a running back, but he can do it if he put his head down and run towards the defense, and he can be effective. Just make sure you stay healthy.
My question is, how many of these guys are going to be in the first round? I'm just wondering, because there's not too many teams anymore that draft first-round running backs. There really isn't. I mean,
I think the last time is when we got Najee Harris. I think that's the last time.
I know. Yeah, well.
I'm just saying. I think that's the last one.
I'm going to do what my late first wife would say. He's a bum, Le'Veon Bell.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm sorry, Najee Harris. He's a bum.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Pensman, this is what it says on the scouting report from him.
Or the skinny.
The Sporting Report strengths. He's explosive through the running lanes and violent acceleration. Defender angles every vaporate when he hits the second gear. So he's explosive throughout it. He's got crafty footwork, tight quarters, and natural hip. Flexible allows him to string, multiple things. So
basically a younger Najee Harris and Derrick Henry, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, if he plays for Mike Elko, you got to be a bruiser. I mean, Mike Elko likes to run the football. So, I mean, look what he did at Duke before he went to Texas A&M.
Yep.
All right, let's move on here. Jaden Ott, Oklahoma. Jaden Ott. Oklahoma's another team likes to run the football. So, Jaden Ott, what do you guys think of him? We'll start with you, Brian. Go ahead, Jaden Ott, Oklahoma.
I mean, he actually did pretty good this year at Oklahoma. But he's only Ralph. He's only 5'11", and his weight is 208. He kind of you need
Moss.
He's the same size, but he just needs to get a little bit of weight on him.
Yeah.
So I mean, is he a good rusher? We'll see. But he ranks right. He ranks right up there with the best of them. He's not. As the rankings of that site comes out, he's got to be good, so if you're in the top 5, if you're in the top 25 of the defensive, if the running backs, so we'll see what he's got though.
I said Jalen, it's Jaden Ott.
Jalen Ott. But he's only 5'11", 208, so he's got to get some muscle mass on him, but we'll see.
Pensman, go ahead real quick and then we'll blast through the rest of these because we don't have too much time left. Go ahead.
This guy reminds me of another Darren Sproles when he first came in the league. He's still short, but watch out for the short guys. They can rough you up a little bit. Ricky Waters wasn't that tall either, and he made a name for himself. And when Oklahoma played Michigan, he destroyed us in the secondary. So I don't know, Michigan had a solid year, but when he went by our linebackers, see you guys.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we go. Kentucky, real quick. Seth McGowan, 4.55. He ran. He's a little slower, but he weighs 215, same height as the other two guys here. Real quick here. That's I guess we all agree. I guess Kentucky, another team likes to run the football. So, That shouldn't be too bad. Number 9. Let's go with number 9. Jamari Taylor, 205, Virginia. Here we go. Tony Elliott. That's Brian's.
Yeah, great running back. Great
Yeah.
running back, by the way.
Yeah, 5'9", 205. He's a little
But he is
small.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, he is short. Yeah. Yeah, but those short guys can burst if they can get the right, the right move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you're 5'9", you can get behind that offensive line that's going to be about average about 6 foot and stuff. You can really hide them, coming out of the backfield right there too. Put them in the like a I formation and let him sit right behind the fullback. You ain't gonna see him though, and he can get very small in the very end of the play.
Tight spots. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he can. Because he can get elusive though, but he's got to go to the right team.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has to get a team that needs a fast running back, not a bruiser type of team that's looking for a bruiser guy.
No.
Or he can complement a bruiser. Like I always say, you need to get yourself a big running back like the Steelers used to do. They had Jerome Bettis, Willie Parker, that kind of thing. You need to have that kind of a mix.
Well, you could put him. You could put him probably at Seattle, the Seahawks. He'd be a good one there because
he'd be a good kick returner. I mean, well, here's a good kick returner here. 5'9", 187, 4.42, 82.1. Wake Forest is Damon Claiborne. He'd be a good kick returner, a small guy. 6 feet, 228. Here's a good one. Arkansas, the one I spoke about. Smoking Jim said this could be the sleeper guy. Mike Washington, somebody for the Steelers to maybe look at if he's there in the second round or whatever. And if Gainwell walks, or something, and you still have Caleb Johnson. So we'll see what goes on with that. Arkansas, well, except when Petrino was the coach, is known to run the football. Katron Allen, Penn State, both of their running backs, and Nicholas Singleton, both of them are 5 and 6 apart, 84.4 and 84.6. Singleton runs a 4.39, and Allen runs a 4.55, 5'11", 6 feet respectively. Double duo for Penn State. Wouldn't that be interesting if the Steelers draft both of them at the same time or somewhere in the same?
That'd be crazy.
That's what's called a dream kind of a draft.
Team.
Yeah. All right, Nebraska, Matt Rule, Emmett Johnson, 200 pounds, 5'11", 452 on the 40-yard, 84.6 rating. Nebraska, Matt Rule's got a pretty decent offense up there in Nebraska, but he's on the hot seat this year. So, he has to win. The one that and Brian, thank you for that, by the way. We're going to go over that this year. The spring games are coming up. We're going to go over all the coaches on the hot seat this year for 2026 college football. And guess who else is on there? Luke Fickell from Wisconsin. He's bummed out up at Wisconsin. Horrible job.
There's a bunch of them.
Last year, Ralph, just to let everybody know, last year we covered the 2025 NFL carousel. Now this year we're going to get now we're going to get the 2026. Yeah. Now we're talking about college carousel.
Yep.
So pick a horse and get ready for the ride.
That's right. Exactly it, man. That's exactly it. All right, here we go. Next, Jonah Holman, Washington, 220, 5'9", 450. We'll see where he goes. He's rated number 3, so he could go in the first round. I'd say the top 5 guys could probably go in the first round, or top 6 with these two from Penn State, depending on what's going on. Now, here's a guy that the Steelers should really kind of look at here, Jeremiah Love, but I don't think they'll get him. He's number 1 rated running back from Notre Dame. And Notre Dame's other running back, complement number 2, Jadarian Price. So both of them are at 1 and 2. So,
and their rating is like Love is like rated 91, and then you got Price at
exactly. Yeah,
and then you got Price at 85.
Ralph, you and I were on a Wednesday show, and one of the guys on the platform said that Steelers go for the best available. So we'll see if he's best available when we hit
the best available. Yeah. Well, I will tell you this much though, real quick here. We're going to go over. We're going to do. I brought back our local segment where we're going to talk about what's going on in our local teams. Or I'm sorry, our teams that we cover or follow or whatever. Also, I want to say that I do my I go around and I talk to people, and I talked to some homeless people, and the homeless folks are telling me that the Steelers are going to take a long snapper in the first round. So I just want to let everyone know that. Next week, I'm going to go visit some janitors and see what they tell me. So just to let everyone know in the draft. All right, Pensman, tell everybody about your local, how they can get a hold of you, and what's going on. So go ahead.
Ralph and I are in the same boat, so I will not talk about Pittsburgh, except for Pittsburgh's enjoying this little winning streak they're going on. They get off the roller coaster. They play the Rangers in about an hour and a half, so keep it up, Penguins. I know Crosby's out for 4 weeks. If you guys don't know that, you just heard it. So the local segment I got is Duke is still tearing it up. They just had a big win against Notre Dame, so they just won, I think, 100-56. I think it was the final. That was a long time ago, so they're about ready to play Virginia. So they are going to try to get another ACC. Sorry, Brian. They're going to try to get another ACC championship.
I'm not worried about it. I think they will.
Yeah, no. And then hopefully John Shire can redeem himself and get into the championship because we won't talk about the last Final Four, but hopefully he gets into the championship this year for Duke. So that's what's going on. You can get me on YouTube at Pensman Sports. I'm at 1,141 subscribers now, trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. And then I'm on all social media platforms. And I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and watching and subscribe to all of our channels.
Yeah.
All righty. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead with your local, or your teams you cover, and then also don't forget to tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and find you.
They can get a hold of me at Tiger Stripes Media. Also, you can get a hold of me at Brian Pettit on the radio at Outlook.com. You can do me there. Or you can look up most of my social media is on X, YouTube, Facebook, and all over the place.
All right. You can get a hold of me I'm on the Sports Nuts Network. I'm also on, I have my own YouTube channel, Ralph Williams, RW Media. Don't forget to catch me in a few weeks. I will be filling in for Brandon Keeler on the Sports Nuts Network, hosting their show. They're on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also don't forget to catch my, on Tuesday, catch the Sports Corner show with me, Ralph Williams, and Smoking Jim Frazier. Here, I'll play that video right for you right now. Working on getting somebody from the Atlanta Falcons on for this Tuesday to talk about Kevin Stefanski. Here we go. All right, and then also don't forget about our Wrestle Talk show. We'll be Smoking Jim and I will be dissecting the Elimination Chamber. Also, Revolution coming up for AEW. Big match between Hangman Page and MJF. In a Texas death match. MJF wanted to call the shots this time, but Tony Khan finally got a backbone, stepped up and said, no, it's going to be a Texas death match, one of Hangman Page's favorite matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that's every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, every Wednesday, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here we go. Please don't forget every fourth Wednesday of the month, we do a live call-in show. I had some great calls this past week. Great to know. Also, don't forget on later on this afternoon, the Sports Corner radio show, 12:50 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial, theanswerpgh.com with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. Don't forget about that as well. And don't forget also Saturday and Sunday, the Ralph Williams Show on 12:50 a.m. The Answer. All right, stay tuned. Immediately following this show, I'm going to do a special Ralph report. And don't forget to tune in this week as well on KFCE Radio in Terrell, Texas. For here it is right there, 95.5 FM and the TigerNation.live for the Ralph's Opinion Show. Every single Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Don't forget to tune into that as well. Lots to talk about this week, Monday. This Monday, we're going to talk about what's going on with the situation in Iran and the Epstein files that seem to keep coming back. The Clintons involved in that, and a whole lot more coming up. Also, we're going to talk about Papa John's. Wait to hear what I got to tell you about Papa John's on Monday on the Ralph's Opinion Show. All right. Until next Saturday, for Pensman Sports and Brian Pettit, everyone have yourself a great one, and please, by all means, be safe. Thank you. Stay tuned. Coming up, the Ralph Report.
Are we all?